Hi. Hi. Wow. Hey, Metal. How is everyone doing today? I am excited to be working on this Gundam. Schwarzette has always been probably one of my favorite designs from the Witch from Mercury, so I think that's translated quite well in the actual model kit we got. I'm hoping, much like Ariel, it'll be quite a really good build. Because Ariel was probably one of the best Gundams of bid. 24 quid, innit? Yeah, Gundams aren't too expensive in the UK. Though, that doesn't mean that they're cheap. Well, I got this from my local thing. Thank you for the work. Thank you for the stream streak. I am excited. Gundam Schwarzette is like one of my favorite Gundam designs for the past little while. I don't know why, my throat hasn't been bothering me until I started stream. Which is really annoying, lol. But yeah. How is everyone doing today? Have you had a nice day, Nurgle? What about you? Get some hot tea. But I'm already late for stream. I don't want to be any more late. I don't want to be any more late. I have a beverage. I don't have a beverage. I left it in the fucking kitchen. Of course I did. Fuck me. Man! I thought I was so... I'm not running ads. Wait, can you run ads? That's a long time. That's 3 minutes. It doesn't take 3 minutes to go get my apple juice from the other room. You know? Also, I just pinged Discord. I'm not gonna go run ads straight away. Hey, Rai Rai. How you doing? Where are my instructions? So, Gundam Schwarzette, not gonna lie, was piloted by a bit of a prick and a bit of a dickhead. And I don't really care for the pilot, London Neil, or whatever his name was. This dickhead here. I don't really care for him. Oh. I hope that you feel better soon, right? This guy's a dickhead, but this mech looks cool as fuck. So I'm kind of hyped. I'm kind of hyped to get to work on it. I'm hoping it looks a little bit more complicated than Ariel. There's definitely more pages to the instructions. Okay, so I say a little bit. Oh god, that's a lot of pages. Okay. There's like a whole extra page or two more than Ariel has. So that's definitely a thing that I have to think about. That is definitely a thing I have to think about. But it's not the most complicated Gundam. I feel like most of the complexity is in doing the fucking sword that can like do all kinds of weird shit. Because it also becomes wings and it can fold out and it looks really cool. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry for your ears. Yes, it is Gundam Schwarzette. Gundam Schwarzette. It's a very cool thing. Yeah. God. So anyway, I was really sick a couple of weeks ago, and apparently I'm still a bit ill. So I'm so sorry for me coughing up my lungs into your ears. But I don't feel ill. That's the worst part. It's just the most annoying thing for trying to stream. You just have this lingering fucking cough that's just kind of there. It's just kind of there, you know? So this mech has multiple different configurations, and you can do this whole, like, one-winged angel thing, which I think is pretty cool. And you can have, like, all 4 of the bits be extra wings and stuff. Or you can turn them into a giant fucking sword. It's a cool kit, though. It's a very cool kit. Which from Mercury makes it cool like that. Yeah. Hey, fungi. Yeah, this is what Discord voted for, so that's what we're doing. I was trying to do some off-stream painting yesterday, But my cats were just like really insistent on trying to be super cuddly the minute I started painting. And so they were just having none of it, and I was like, I guess I can't fucking paint then, fine. God. Because if I tried to paint, they'd just get fur and everything, and that would be really annoying. Okay, where are my instructions? There are my instructions. Kit Fox. Yes, this is my Jade Falcon star. It's got a Kit Fox, a Cougar, a Hellbringer, a Summoner, and a Turkina. Which is a mech I've never actually seen before. It looks like the Starship Enterprise turned into a mech with a fucking bunch of missiles on it. It's a bit weird, honestly. It's weird how Jade Falcon don't really have, like, a Jade... There's no mech that really seems like... They don't have a totem mech. At least your cats steal and eat your... Don't steal and eat yours. That's true. My cats don't try and eat my fucking models. But what they do is they try and steal my fucking chicken pie that I baked earlier. They literally try, like, I'm sitting here eating my pie, and my cats aren't even. They give no fucks. They try and come right up into the plate and take a bite out of it. Like, I have to actively try and defend my fucking food these days. It didn't used to be this way. The worst thing is I fed them like 10 minutes before as well. The Totemex come after the invasion. The Kodiak happened in the middle of the invasion for Ghost Bear. Pirate allying was hilarious. Yeah, no, that was, I found a save editor today, so I edited the save file and fixed my reputation, because I was like, it's a bit shit, innit? A bit shit, innit? And then I also gave myself a bunch of money. They wanted the chicken pie I baked. They don't even slowly creep in. I could have saved, but I didn't know it was a pop-up. It was a pop-up, okay? I didn't know that it just said reap the benefit. It didn't say I was gonna lose anything. I didn't have the option to ally with anyone else. I didn't know. So anyway, I have an Annihilator now, so that's exciting. That's exciting. I've kind of just spent the day, I spent a little bit of time while I was waiting for dinner to cook, cruising around, buying all the cool shit from all the black markets. Then realizing that I'd say that is kind of smart. It won't give you duplicate items unless you already have them. So I can't just give myself any item in the game, which is kind of cool. Because it means, like, yes, you can, like, make yourself rich and have lots of stuff. But, like, you still have to actually explore and find new content, which I think is a really cool way for a save editor to work. I got the Annihilator last night. And then I didn't have the things I wanted to make it good. Did I get it right before bed? I think I got it right before bed. No. Not in the final mission. Not in the final mission. I did the final mission, and that was the last mission I did. I did the final mission and finished the campaign. I was like, I could do a flashpoint, but it's late, and I want to go to bed. I'm definitely going to build this Gundam. I'm not just going to keep yapping. I mean, I am going to keep yapping, but, like... Why are there two different A-frames? Oh, no, they're the same A-frame. It's just multicolored parts. But yeah. But yeah, no, I used the save editor this afternoon to fix my reputation, and I gave myself some extra money. And I spent some time just buying stuff in the, on the black market. Just seeing what they all had. I've got some very fun ideas for how I want to build the, I now have a Gorsk rifle King Crab, by the way. That thing looks like it's going to be really fun. It's just got two Gorsk rifles. By extra like 100 million. I mean, what I did was I took the amount of money I had and then I just put 2 zeros at the end. So I think I'm on 600 million or something like that. I mean, I spent about 100 million since I put that in. So we've only bought out a bunch of stuff in the Taurian Concordant. There's still lots to explore. Because fine, we finished the game. We're allowed to cheat a little bit. We finished the game. It's okay. We're allowed to cheat. And then I gave myself 100 of every item I already had. Every bit of equipment that I had. I was like, I'll have 100 of those, please. Thank you. Thank you. 100, please. Because, you know, I need spares. I need spares, you know. It's important. Because I didn't know what everything was in the save editor. It just said what brand, what like manufacturer and what the item was. So I was just like, well, if I have everything, then I'll have everything, right? And then I won't have to worry about not having stuff. What am I gonna do? Not have stuff I want? Fuck that. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I have an Annihilator with 4 LB10s now. And I'm gonna make another Annihilator with 5 LB2s. And it's like, I spent a long time trying to outfit an A-Team Lance with all Lost Tech as well. It's a good time. Where's my, like, slightly curvy file? Like... Where is it? Is it not on my desk? Fuck. Oh man, that's like my favorite file. This file sets that came with like 2 of them, and they're both gone now. I know what happened with one of them. I snapped it because I was being a dumbass. That's fine. I guess I'll just use the flat file. You know, what are those 2 bits? These are for the face. That's what these are for. These are for the face. So these are the eyes of the Gundam. And then they're gonna slot in here. They're gonna slot in here. I think. I don't quite know how to interpret the instructions on these things sometimes. And sometimes we build bits backwards. But I mean, who hasn't built a Gundam a little bit wrong every now and again when they've tried to build a Gundam? That's just how it goes. Everyone builds Gundams wrong from time to time. If anything, it's kind of lore accurate to build your Gundam a bit wrong. So how does this fit together? Okay, so we've got that bit there. Okay, but what? Wait, okay, that bit goes... What? Okay. So that's the first part of the face. Now I need to get C11. You have a pair of God hands. No. No, I do not. I'm using Citadel clippers that I got for free in Combat Patrol. Although God hand clippers are very expensive in the UK. I know they're like the best clippers, but I don't really want to spend 40 quid on a fucking set of clippers. Why? 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 A boost? A boost? A boost. How you doing, God King? Oh, I need part 11 on this sprue. Which is here. That's convenient. It's almost never... you almost never find the thing you're actually looking for. Because you started this tradition. Someone would need, because they actually slice through the plastic rather than just applying shearing force. Fraction. That's true. That's true. I've heard nothing but good things about God Hand clippers. One day I will get a set. One day when I have the money to spare. Oh, yay. It wants me to use the stickers already. Man. That's not... This isn't the sticker sheet I need. Is it? Where's the other one? Was there another one? There is another one. Man. I need either 1 or 2. Chat, should I play Deltarune sometime? I feel like it'd be fun. Hey, Honey Wyvern, how you doing? Hey, Techno, how you doing? I need A16 and A15. Thank you for the stream streak. You cold? I'm also fucking cold. This country is awful for insulation. Like, genuinely. I feel like the only way I'm gonna get a nice, properly cozy house in the winter is just to buy my own. Which is what me and Pink are saving for. So in a couple of years, we're gonna buy a fucking house. And it'll be great. Oh fuck, which way does this go on again? Oh. I am perceiving. I am perceiving. You did ask another streamer who plays MechWarrior and MechWarrior 5. So stream games, they do sort of agree that the MechWarrior games build bad habits, especially for someone who is interested in Battletech as a whole. There's a difference between gameplay and storytelling. Absolutely. 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 Like... It's a lot easier to choose where your shots go. Whereas, like... As with any tabletop game, for the sake of fairness, everything is a little bit random. Like, just because your max gunnery pilot can hit everything as a headshot doesn't mean they will. And there's so many different random factors that are meant to be taken into account with the dice roll. But like me, I can headshot mechs all day in MechWarrior 5. Do I? Not always, because sometimes they want to break their legs so I can salvage them more easily. And then sometimes a clanner shoots me in the face before I even see that they're there. Because that's just how it be in MechWarrior. Because if someone wants to shoot you in a place in MechWarrior, the chances are they're going to be able to do it. Oh, and I bought myself a Royal Black Knight earlier. It looks very cool. You'd like to play in Tabletop Sim sometime? Maybe I will do a Tabletop Sim day for Battletech. I don't know how to play Battletech yet, though. Like, I want to get my miniatures painted and then read the rules and then try and do stuff. I want to try and do, like, an RPG-style campaign with chatters. Where everyone plays as a mech warrior and controls one mech. But then I've also heard that Battletech Destiny is a thing that's quite good. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that instead. A14. But yeah, lots of Battletech stuff coming. I've also finally set up the server for my new podcast, which is going to be the New Year, New Army project with a couple of other streamer friends. And part of that involves, like, literally going and meeting up, playing games, and recording film of it, and then editing it into battle reports. Which should be fun. I know Battletech does have a D&D-like book. I will try and do that. But basically what I want to do is I want to have that campaign run over, like, on stream, but with, like, actual miniatures. Where's the purple rat, Callus? Where is the purple rat? There is no purple rat that I can see. Ah. Booths. There is no rat. Ask Pink to get me a mirror. But, like, I have a mirror. It's behind me. I look great. Silver! How you doing? Waha. I don't know what a good, like, place... Like, if I should have it more focused... Or if I shouldn't. I need D. I need the D. Where's the D? D. That's C. There's the D. I have acquired the D. I must put the D in the thing. Which D do I need? D1? While minis might be fun, you might consider actual miniatures play to a live streamed local game. No, as in like I'd have a game in my fucking house, you know? Like, or well, I'd have a game in my house with like, I don't know, with my minis and stuff. I don't know. I haven't thought it through. It's just an idea. Wow. It's just an idea. Do you know me? Like, I don't think things through. I just have ideas and they either fall apart or they go really well. I'm not an execution person, you know? Bring an IRL friend to play Battletech with me. I mean, I will, but like... That's what Ponk's gonna do. Ponk has her own Battletech lance. She picked out a Black Knight to be her command lance. Excellent taste. And the reason she picked her mechs was based solely on aesthetic. She picked out the Black Knight thinking it was an assault mech as well. Well, she's got... I think she's got a Phoenix Hawk. And I think she's got like a Black Knight and 2 mediums and a light. So what's her lance? Her lance is this. I don't know what this is. An archer, a Black Knight, and a Phoenix Hawk. Honestly, this feels like it's going to be a pretty balanced lance whenever she actually paints the damn thing. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of it. We're going to learn how to play Battletech together. I'll probably stream it. We might do some off-stream stuff as well for it. Enforcer, Archer, Black Knight, and a Phoenix Hawk. Enforcer sounds about right. That sounds familiar. But yeah, she just picked it based on nothing but, hey, these look cool. I want these ones. And I was like, okay, you can have these ones. Because I was like, hey, I'm getting into Battletech. Do you want to have a lance? Just pick your favorite ones. And it's like, I showed her all the clan mechs, and I showed her the Inner Sphere mechs, and I was like, do you prefer Inner Sphere or clan mechs? And she was just like, I like the Inner Sphere mechs. And that was kind of it. Enforcer is a bit hard to... I kind of agree, honestly. I'm going to teach her how to do something other than slap chop and kind of have her focus on more like the overbrushing method that I showed chat the other day. Because I think for Battletech, it's a much more effective method. And also, you can kind of tell when people slap chop stuff. Like, there's so many people in the Battletech Discord, and I see them paint their stuff and put it out there, and I'm like, my dude, this is just slap chop. You can see how the contrast paint is pulled because you've not controlled it very well. And it's like, I don't criticize people's work because no one wants unrequested criticism. But like, I think the idea is when you use speed paints and contrast paints, you don't want it to look like you've used speed paint and contrast paint. And you do that by controlling the flow of the paint. But a lot of people just slap it on and let it dry because that's part of the effect, right? You let the paint pool into different bits, and that's fine. But on flat surfaces, it kind of just looks a bit shit. And mechs are mostly flat surfaces. Or at the very least, big, like, smooth surfaces. Hey, Hangast. How you doing? That's right. There we go. No, this isn't. How do you control the flow? What you do is you don't take is once you've put the paint on the section. First of all, you only paint one section at a time. Second of all, as soon as you've finished applying the paint to a section, you clean your brush or get a different brush, and like genuinely, you just smooth it out and drain away some of the excess paint. Because most of the time, you just have too much paint on a contrast section to get the whole contrast effect. But that, of course, creates other problems. So the idea is that you kind of thin out the paint a bit, or take away a little bit of the excess by draining it onto a clean brush. Cool, that's the head done. That can live in that corner. Now, for the torso. In fairness, though, I'm mostly painting these guys with contrast paint. Like, this is just Warp Lightning over gold, and then some metallic speed paints. Partly because I don't really give a shit about Jade Falcon, but also I think it makes the, it's a really good way of making the actual effect I want. Because, like, gold shows up really well through contrast paint, but it works especially well for green, because it makes that natural warm highlight, where you can see the gold just coming through. But obviously it's tinted green, so it's not like it's pure gold. But no, this is just the Undertale OST. That's all it is, Undertale OST, because like I wanted something other than Darktide that was DMCA free. Man, I fucking love the Temmie village. I also love Pink's shitpost about the Temmie village as well. It's very inappropriate, but at the same time, it's fucking hilarious. The music is reminding you of Rugrats. Have you never played Undertale before? You've definitely played Undertale. But yes, I can also see how it would remind you of Rugrats, lol. Ah! Why? Why? You've seen Undertale. Hey, Atticus. I'm good. I am good. You know, most of the time I expect to have the salami slap. But sometimes, when I'm not expecting it, when chat's kind of quiet, and it hits me out of nowhere, it's like a little jump scare. Undine. Based. Does this go up or down? Is this symmetrical? It is symmetrical. Man, I fucking love Undertale. It's a shame that just like with Nier Automata, you can't really experience it for the first time ever again. You know? It kinda sucks because like, yeah. Feels bad, man. I want more incredibly memorable games like that. And like, I don't know. Expedition 33 is one of those generational games. But I don't think, in spite of how much it made me cry and feel things, I don't think it hit as hard as, say, Undertale or Nier Automata. Like, those were both soul-shattering experiences at times. And while Expedition 33 was that at the same time, it didn't feel as personal. And I don't know why. It very much felt like it was happening, like, yes, it was a fantastic story, and yes, it was very emotionally intense and charged. But I didn't feel nearly as connected to the characters as I did playing Undertale or Nier Automata. Maybe it's because with Nier Automata and Undertale, you're basically on your own for the entire time. And so everything feels a bit more personal. Whereas you have a cast of characters, and you can't really immerse yourself in any one. You still need to build your MILF-piloted Red Zaku and White RX Gundam, both from Netflix's Gundam OAV. Okay, Silver. See you later. I've not seen the Netflix OVA. I need to get stickers. Five. And I need 6. Out of curiosity, chat, what would you like us to do next week? Should we do some painting? Or should we perhaps do some building? Also, you kind of overpaid for your kits in hindsight. You could have saved 10 to 15 total for both of them if you were to buy at a local store now. Painting! But painting what is the question? Maybe I want to just do some word bearers. I kind of want to do some word bearers, chat. Maybe I'll do some word bearers next week. Yeah. Nine or 7, 10 or 8. Oh no, I fucking hate Metatron. Metatron's like initial fight was such a pain in the ass. Finish what I've got. I have a lot of things on my pile of shit. Do I want to just do, like, some random guardsmen. I've got a shitload of guardsmen and cultists I could paint that have been built and primed for ages. Yeah, maybe we'll just do a bunch of guardsmen. Bunch of traitor guardsmen. That could be fun. I could also try that overbrush technique on some Space Marines. That would be fun. So this bit now goes in here. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's a very uniquely articulated waist joint for a Gundam cat. Okay, I'm fine with that. It's just a little bit unusual. But then again, I feel like Schwarzette really stood out amongst all of the other Gundams in The Witch from Mercury. I'm still sad that, like, it had, like, what? Like, only about 1 episode's worth of screen time, and it had such a good design. Like, it just feels like... Not that they made bad choices with the use of Schwarzette. I just feel like they could have just given this Gundam to someone who was actually going to get a decent amount of screen time. Like, they could have just called the Schwarzette the Pharact and had it be in the thing more. Then again, the Pharact was also really cool. Now, what was a shit Gundam that, like, they could just replace with the, But then they all looked quite good. Like, that's the... I guess that's the hard thing. Like, it did feel like a villain Gundam, though. Like... Sit down. You need to sit... Yes! Yes! Sit down and watch some Gundam. I mean, I want to recommend Witch from Mercury. But at the same time, Witch from Mercury did a lot of stuff that people didn't like because it started out as a bit of a slice of life, but then it fucking hit all the characters with the reality of, yes, you're all part of the military-industrial complex, whether you realize it or not, and it's horrific. Now you get to experience all of that firsthand, and it was really, like, cool. You got to see so much character development and growth. I fucking loved Witch from Mercury. Wait, which way is this meant to go? It is meant to go like that, okay. Need another scene to... I agree. I agree. A lot of people really felt like the whole... The initial season was just very off-putting. I feel like people thought G-Quux was a bit more off-putting, though. I also really like G-Quux. I feel like it's just, I mean, it's a fan service show at the end of the day. Not as in, like, it's an ecchi show, but, like, it's meant to be a love letter to Gundam. And it was a bit weird, because they were doing this whole multiverse thing. But it's also kind of all just in one universe inside one character's head, which is a massive kind of weird thing to think about. In the coolest of ways. You almost bought one of the Gundam today from your hobby shop. Do it! Just find one that looks cool. Just find one that looks cool. I would recommend against starting with an MG or perfect grade model. or anything bigger. I'd say the high grade is really like the high grade, which is what I'm building now, is very cool. G-Quox was Char cocksucking from a narrative and meta perspective. Yeah, but I never actually understood who Char was, because I've never watched the original Universal Century series. Oh, it's Zaku! Zaku's cool. I enjoyed G-Quox though. Like, I don't know who Char... I don't know anything about Char. Because for me, Zex was the first Char clone. Kind of. I realize in hindsight that Zex was just a Char clone in Gundam Wing. But like, to me, Zex was the first Char character that I ever knew. And like... yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed G-Quox, knowing nothing about the original Universal Century. Other than Gundam Unicorn, I watched Gundam Uniform. Char is the Magnificent Masked Bastard. I know that. And every Gundam has a Char. They just come in different forms. Someone that has a vision and knows what the fuck they're doing, but are also kind of morally questionable and dubious. But then again, you think about Gundam, they're all morally questionable and dubious. So, I mean, does that really narrow it down? No. No, it does not. And that's part of why we love fucking Gundam. It's a good franchise. With fantastic mechs. I do think, though, I love Gundams. But mechs will never move the way that they move in Gundam. It's really sad. Like, mechs are always going to be... there are different grades, like, what... yeah. So the box will show the grade. It'll be... you see this bit in the top left? It'll say HG, MG. So this is the grading. Entry grade is super simple. The kits are really cheap. You can probably build one in less than an hour. They're super cheap. High grade, depending on the kit, which is what this one is, you can build in a night, in a couple hours. But there can be some really big high grade models, because they're all built in the same scaling. So you can get high grade models that are the same kind of complexity as this, but they're just massive and end up being like that, like as big as a master grade built up. Perfect grades are an even bigger scale, and real grades are like high grade size, but with all the detailing of a master grade. Master grade are the slightly bigger grade, which are, honestly, I think master grade is generally one of the best grades if you have the room for it. I have a perfect grade Gundam. I've never built a perfect grade Gundam. But I have one under my desk. And I saw Pink trying to build one, and she ended up giving up on it. I don't think she ever finished it. They're very complicated. And very fiddly, because they're obviously trying to do the same thing that a master grade does in the size of a high grade. Grandpa Gundam kit would work. Took about... no, it took about 15 minutes. Really? When you watch The Mandalorian and they keep saying this is the way, it's picture Knuckles meme saying that this is the way. Hey, machine. No, that has been a meme since the release of The Mandalorian show, I believe. God, Mandalorian is an old fucking show. Oh my god. Oh my god, when did that start? Mando is the better one, I agree. Uganda Knuckles is such an old meme. Like, damn, Daniel. I need the D again. Where's my D? I have found my D. It's only a little D, but we're not size shaming here. Mando was around the pandemic. I thought it came out before then. But yeah, no, I can see that. God, has it been 5 years since COVID? Yeah, that was 20. Oh, shit. I know, Mathol. I know. How does this fit? How does... Okay, and this goes... here? Yeah, okay. I get an A6. March 2020. Just 2 weeks, those in charge said. It's the worst thing is COVID is still a thing. Like, I know a lot of places pretend it's not. But like, it's still going around. It never fully ended. It's just like people just fucking... It still makes people really, really ill. Man. How do I fit you in? This needs to go in here. Aha! Done. What else do I need? I need D2 and 3. COVID became mega flu and has been told to sit in the corner and think about what it did. But it still fucks people up really badly. Like, it's so much more... I know it presents as a flu, but it also does so much more than a flu does to people. Like, it really fucks with people's lungs. If you have, like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I will say this. COVID fucked a lot of things up, but I realized what a joy working from home was over COVID. And then I realized how sad I was knowing that I wouldn't be able to work from home. I need to get a job that lets me work from home, chat. If I can do that, I'll be a happy bean. Careers that let you work from home, chat. I need to find one. Is that me asking for an excuse to be able to be a full-time streamer and get paid a full-time salary for it? Maybe. Maybe. Only caught it around 22.3 and much more than a sore throat for you. God, when I had COVID that one time, it was awful. I was like in bed for like a week. And then I felt like awful for another week or two after. And I fucking caught COVID earlier this year because some dickhead from work came in with it. And then I was off work for a bit. It's fucking grim. Wow. But yeah. I guess that's enough bitching about COVID, lol. Also, you know what else was great about fucking COVID? Furlough. Like, getting paid, like, a pretty livable wage to not have to go to work. That was pretty good. I fucking missed that. I wish, like, society would let us have universal basic income. And then I just focus on doing cool shit. And spending my time, like, you know, enjoying life. Would that it were so simple. But it was amazing how you managed to avoid COVID in a household where everyone else caught COVID. That is kind of amazing, actually, yeah. That is pretty amazing. Okay, we're gonna build the arms now. The head isn't ready to attach. Man, even from just like the chassis point of view, this thing just looks cool as fuck. Hands down the best Gundam designed in which from Mercury. Some people might consider Caliban the one, but no, they're wrong. Okay, I need a... A33. Okay, I need A33 and then I need the sticker. 14 or 13. Oh, the sticker's not quite in the right spot. How do I... There we go. D5. Where do I put my clippies? There they are. Okay, this goes in here. And then we do the thing with the opposite side, which is basically exactly what we just did. Okay. So the same stickers is... You know what I am also waiting for? Gundam Assemble. Like, that's gonna be really fun. Assuming it has decent stock. Okay. This is hard. The stickers are so fiddly on Gundams. There are times I wonder, no, these don't tear as easy as the water slide decals. Okay, now I get the D again. Is it one of the coolest Gundams, though? Yes, Ultra Chris, it is one of the coolest Gundams. I think it definitely looks better than the Ariel, and the Caliban, and the Ilfrith, regardless of which variant it is. It had far too little screen time for a design that went as hard as it did. I'm not, because fortunately they kind of just fit into the thing. So it's a bit less of an issue. But yeah, no, with water slide decals, I definitely need to fit with tweezers. Admittedly, I feel like most of the Gundams are very much variants of the Ilfrith in which from Mercury. I need to file these bits. Hobby knife for stickers and toothpick for water slides. I try to stay away from water slide decals because I'd rather freehand paint stuff. But that's just me. I know freehand painting is terrifying for a lot of people. Which I completely understand, honestly. I need C and A for this bit. You're building possibly one of your top 5 Gundam designs right now. Which one is it, Ultra Christie? I need to build 2 of these, so I need 31, 30, and 33. 31. 30. Hey, Silver. Narrative Gundam B-Packs. I can't say I've ever heard of that. But then again, I've not seen all of the Gundams. Hey, Pink, how you doing? 'Tis good to see you. How has your day been? I hope it's been relatively nice. Loafing in your bed, being rough with your leg, but you're managing a tiny bit better. That's good. I'm glad that, you know, some improvement is always better than no improvement. Let's see how these go together then, shall we? It was a prototype mobile suit for the iconic new Gundam, as well as the Unicorn Gundams. Ah. That's cool. It's a more Universal Century, I guess, which is like the one I don't know. I've seen a lot of Gundam, but I've never seen Universal Century. I did watch Unicorn, but that's about my only exposure to Universal Century. Though I have had nothing but praise for it. I guess of all of the Gundams, it is like the definitive Gundam series, I imagine. Thank you for the lack, Punk. What? Yeah, you could obviously make do with video essays summarizing the story. Why? Is it aged as badly as Gundam Wing? Not that Gundam Wing is terrible in terms of animation, but the script, the characters were just so fucking edgy. You can definitely tell it's a child of the 90s. Because it was made in that era where everything was trying to be as edgy as it could. Which I know some people liked, me included as a kid. But trying to rewatch it as an adult, it's hard. It's very difficult. And I struggle, honestly. You mean the original Mobile Suit Gundam? I know. In a little jam, this. I like this. I don't remember it, though. Also, Victory Gundam exists, which is love or if it or hate it. I don't recall Victory Gundam either. Well, you would be so pissed at Char anyway, you would smash her TV because it pissed me off so hard. Really? I thought Char was a beautiful bastard, though. That we loved. I need a frame. A26 and 25. Is it 25 the decal goes on? It is. I'm wondering, do I want to try adding, like priming this guy with a transparent matte varnish, and then maybe doing some weathering on it with like some oil wash? That would be very quick and easy to do. I imagine the varnish would seal the stickers on, which would be good. Where are the stickers meant to go on this? The way it makes it seem is like they're meant to go on before you seal the part in. There. Very smooth. Do oil wash. Then some fluorescent bits. I want to add a little bit of rust. You reset your damn streak. Oh god. For kits like Schwarzette, the permit score stickers, gloss top coat, probably look better than matte because it won't reduce the reflective effect of the stickers. That's true, but a lot of the stickers are covered in plastic. Because what my plan to do was actually add some fluorescent OSL around the permit scores bits. If I were to do any painting on it. Like oil. Smash my face with my own camera. Cool. Love that. Ow. Stupid cable. In fairness, Zero, the watch streak has been broken for ages. Oh, right. I was meant to put a thing in there. C1. Hmm. So this side goes to the front. We all know that that's just going to go on like so. One day you'll get your own favorite Gundam as a model kit if Bandai ever reprints it. Bandai loves money, so, you know, I'm sure they will, and then I'll charge way more money for it than they should. Because that's what Bandai does. I swear I haven't heard most of the tracks in this soundtrack. At least I don't remember hearing them before. You just want your Crossbone Gundam. I feel like they sell that in the UK. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen it in shops. But then again, I haven't really looked for Gundam kits in a year or so, so... Oh no. It's Flowey. Are we gonna hear the fucking laugh? There we go. God, I fucking hated this fight. It was, everything about it was just intentionally like the most stressiest thing I think they could possibly come up with. Toby, thank you for the watch streak. How you doing? Hmm. 31. There they are. D&D drama as always. Oh, what's the D&D drama this time? Spill the tea. Our guys are building pretty well. We've got most of the arms. Or at least I say this, we've only done the first fucking page. There are a lot of pages to this Gundam kit, holy fuck. I am... like, there are a lot of pages. I want to get an apple juice. Got a new player that skipped after a single session. You're left guessing as to why, and she seemed extremely hyped after the session. Bruh. That's fucking cringe. I'm gonna get some juice. I'll be back in a minute. I return. No, that's my beverage. That's not a treat, is it? Damn it, chat. You've trained the cats to think every time I get up, they're getting a treat. There's no treat. I'm building Gundams. Like, there's no treat. There's no treat. This is paper. You want paper? Here, have paper. This creature, honestly. C27, 29, and A30. I could probably build 2 of these at the same time. Because there's meant to be 1 for each size. So why? What? Why? Why do you like to spoil my cat? You know they can't have treats every single day. You'll need to, like, donate on Throne for cat treats at some point. Because, like, they used to get treats, like, once or twice a week. And you guys, like, try and give them treats, like, multiple times a day. Yeah, but it's not, they can't just have it. It's also, I don't want them learning the behavior, which they've already learned. I don't know why. It's just, like, in the past couple weeks, you guys only used to give the cats a treat occasionally. Now it's every day, multiple times a stream. I'm actually just going to reject that. Lol. Because I can. I'm also going to put a cooldown on it. Because it's annoyed me that much at this point. The thing is, I thought there was a cooldown on it before. I also don't like having to get up and go to the other room. And I can't just keep them here in the open, because otherwise they'll tear the fucking thing. I don't have a cupboard for cat treats and, like, on my desk or something. It's like every day. Yes. But you also understand, Zira, that once you give them the treats, they literally fuck off because they've gotten what they wanted. Like, Anyway, yeah. Bear in mind, it's not that I don't want to give cats a treat. It's just that, like, sometimes it feels like people wait until, like, hey, I've gotten up, I've come back. And you're like, oh yeah, now get up and go away again to get the cats a treat. And it's just like, bruh. It annoys me. It annoys me. So now they only get one fucking thing. I wanted to put like a multiple day cooldown on it. You tried to type, you know, I can't see chat when I'm gone, right? I don't carry chat with me through to the other room. Oh, actually, that's even better. Hey, Mimia. Maybe chat is holding the herd. Because I'm going to do the other... I don't bring my phone with me everywhere. And I don't read chat on my phone. Chat is like on a fucking screen on my PC. Imagine using Twitch mobile. No, it's fucking cringe, lol. I'm kidding. But I don't like the UI for Twitch mobile. And that's just me. That's just me. What you should do is have me on a TV. Yeah. Me, because I leave it in places and I forget, and then I have to call it from my PC. Like, I just put my phone down when I'm not using it. Like, this might sound strange for a streamer, but I'm not actually glued to the internet 24 hours a day. I, like, need time to just be on my own and do my own thing sometimes. I feel like everyone needs that, don't they? Is that not a thing? $29 and $27 and $28. And also, usually when I stream, I just leave my phone to, like, charge. Like, because it's not like I need it when I'm streaming. I have no one who's going to call me in the event of an emergency. To my understanding. Because Pink has her family to take care of her if things go wrong. And I don't have anyone up here when Pink isn't here, so, you know. Well, why don't you go to the shop and get it tomorrow then? It's very chill. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, it's nice that I don't have to stress about having to be alert for what other people need. Because, I mean, I grew up having to be a carer for my dad. And it wasn't nice, in all honesty. I felt like I didn't really get to enjoy most of my life because of it. So, being on my own, it's just kind of nice to, like, just exist. You know? To just have that option of existing without the idea that someone is just going to immediately require you to do a bunch of random shit that you weren't expecting or thinking that you'd need to deal with. And some people might think that that's selfish, and they can think that if they want. But god damn it, if we aren't all entitled to live our lives the way we want and we see fit. Anyway, enough serious talk, lol. Every now and then I feel like something makes me just drop lore. And then I realize my lore is really kind of depressing. And I'm like, maybe I just don't want to talk about my lore. But sometimes I think it helps to explain why I kind of think the way I do and feel the way I do about things sometimes. I know. Self-care is a necessity from time to time. Yes. Yes, it is. And I will never disparage anyone for doing the things they need to do to make sure that they're okay. It's weird. It's like, I only really had the opportunity to do that when everyone was gone. It's a bit of a strange thought, honestly. It's like, you know, I don't think anyone ever chooses to be the responsible one sometimes. Most of the time, at least. They kind of just become the responsible one out of necessity because no one else fucking can do it. Or at least that was the case for me. I often wonder if I'm still a little bit bitter about that. Okay, what's next? I need to build the leggies. Ugh, it's so long. Man, this guy's legs. There's so many fucking parts. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. We can get through this. Oh, using the beast sprue finally. Okay. Okay. What do I need? B4 and B6. I need to do 2 of these. Do I need to do 2 of these? No. Yes, because the legs actually start on this previous page. And so it's the lower half of the legs that actually I need to do first. Okay. C35 and 26. And these I do need to build 2 of. C 26. Okay. And that's that. I need 24s as well. God, there's so many bits I need for this initial part. 24. B8 and 9. Hi, Haru. Okay, what am I doing? I need 8 and 9. Okay. Get this through. Let's do the same for the other one now. There's such cool engineering that goes into Gundams. And like, I feel like no other model manufacturers do things to this degree, really. Okay. Okay. 24 into 8. And then we'll worry about 9. Okay. This mech has little hoofs, I've noticed. And that's what these feet are. Yeah. And this bit goes on here. It's a bit clean, yes. Where is this meant to actually go? That way? Okay. Okay. Cool. Right. Where's my A-frame? This is 2 into 5. We can make 2 of these. And then there will be 2 similar ones on the other side. But we'll do these first. That, yeah. I feel like we haven't heard Spider Dance or Megalovania yet. But we've definitely heard the fight against Flowey. This is Undine. I know it's Undertale. But I'm wondering where in the soundtrack we are. I think this is somewhere along the road. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the other Healy bits. That's true. So I feel like the game is like... So I feel like it's like... It assumes you do the pacifist route. But I also feel like we haven't had Asgore's battle theme. But because I thought like the soundtrack was done in the... was presented in the order that you first hear the songs. Maybe I'm wrong though. I could be wrong. I'm okay being wrong. But I think this is basically the credit sequence that we're hearing right now. Okay. Now we need C34 25. Actually, you know what? Let's clip out the B parts first because they're pretty chunky. Okay. Okay, cool. Right, what else do I need from here? Need B7. So I need C34. Is there anything else from this sprue I need for this part? 25. Okay. And I need an A1. Oh, okay. Okay. This goes in here. Let's clean this up first. Okay, and then I need C25. Hey. I know, right? Hey, Harry. Hey, Silver. It felt like it was taking its time to come up, but here it is. It's like the most played track on this thing, but like, how did people discover it? Because the murder route is really hard and takes a lot of patience. Patience that I did not have. And then I just ended up doing the pacifist route. Which is meant to be the correct route, the canon route. Look at these little hooves. This mech got legs. Ghost T was most likely on YouTube. That's true. Toby Fox is fine with people using his fucking music for whatever. Like, my guy is a fucking legend. Use fucking legs. Holy shit. It's a great track. I think Spider Dance is better though. I also really fucking like Hope and Dreams. Like, that shit was fucking epic when I was playing that game. I suppose part of the issue with the soundtrack, honestly, is that it's designed to just loop constantly. So you can never be 100% sure. Like, a lot of the songs are a lot shorter than I think people realize they are, me included. I should try Deltarune at some point. Hi, Haru. What's up? Oh, do you not know where to go because there's sprue on the desk? Okay. Where are you going, Count? Seems like everything becomes a meme. A little bit. We are in that age. The age of the meme. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I need to do the thighs and the hips. Hi, cats. I'm going to untrain you by not letting you have treats nearly as often. That's how this is gonna work, chat. Which build is this? This is Gundam Schwarzette from The Witch from Mercury. It's very cool. It's a very cool design. Didn't get nearly enough screen time as a lot of weaker designs, I think. It's pretty cool, honestly. And like everything from The Witch from Mercury line, the kits are quite easy to build. Generally quite easy to build. I need pots, sprues 4 and 6. Gundams are amazing. They're really fun. They're really fun builds. And C22. And which sticker do I need? 12. Let's clean this bit up. Hey, folks, how you doing? Lovely to see you. I hope you feel well. How's your day been? Has it been nice? I hope so. Okay. I need to get the hip actuators sorted, so that's C18 and 20. Okay. It's this way. And then this. Goes in like so. Oh right, I never put in that part over. I'm not entirely sure how this is meant to hold. It's just a flat panel. I'm not even sure what's the outside. It's just like a rectangular panel that's just meant to, I guess, be held in by friction. I guess that kind of works, honestly. It was really nice and gave me a shitload of Steam keys. And someone who's working on a game that pretty much is Ultra Kill but multiplayer. Holy shit, that's so cool. I don't think I'd play it though, because I've seen Pink play Ultra Kill, and that shit is it's too much. It's too much for me. I am fucking boomer brain sometimes. I don't have the reflexes for it like you young'uns do. Yeah. I need a B10. Cool. It's not out yet, so there's no players. That's fair. Tell Punk if they want, I can give them one. Game's not out yet though. That's fair. I think Punk would really enjoy that, honestly. I will message her after stream. Cool. Right. That's true. Yeah. I'm kind of tired today. Don't know why though. I don't know why. Ah. Did I sleep? I slept too well. I like woke up at 7, which is pretty normal for me. And then fed my cats. And I was like, you know, I'm still kind of tired. I could do with some extra sleep. Went back to sleep. Woke up at like 1:30 in the afternoon. Did a whole bunch of housework. And then I fucking streamed. That was kind of it. And that has been my day. And it did not go anything like I thought it would. But I got all the things I needed to do done. So, I mean, we got that. Lol. But yeah. I don't know. I am sleepy. We'll get this mech finished tonight though. Oh right, the sticker. I think this is the last sticker I need to use on the main body. This is the last part of this one. Okay. Hold in. C18 and 19. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. And then this clicks in like so. And this part just slots in to create a seal. And then we just get this bit, just like before. Then we just need the hips, the backpack, and the weapon. I understand. I usually try and get enough sleep. Man, I don't want to still be sleeping. What's next? The hips. Okay, so I need C10 and A22. Slowly coming together, chat. I love how like they actually fit the completely different types of plastic together. And it somehow still works on the same sprue. Like, this is very soft and flexible, whereas these other bits are much harder, and it's just interesting. It's just very interesting how they're able to, like, mix the vastly different types of plastic together on a sprue. No other company does that. I wonder how difficult it is for them to do that. I imagine it probably is quite difficult. But they've probably got some method that makes it kind of easy. Okay, what do I need? A 20 and 21. Which one's 20 and 21? This is 21, and 20 is there. Okay. Like, this goes in like so, I think. And then this must go in like so. And then we create the back plate, which is C9 and A18. Okay. So this needs to be tidied. How does this connect? Like so? Uh-huh. This kind of reminds me of the Sandrock Gundam, which is also one of my favorite designs. I always felt like it was very, like, basic, but I also kind of liked that it was quite a simplistic design. I often feel like some Gundams get very over-designed. And it's just like complexity just for the sake of trying to stand out. And I don't know that that's necessarily makes them look good. I'm sure someone thinks they do, though. Oh. I am the Eepers. Ray loves talking about Gundams. I know. I know. It's a shame, like, I stream when Ray is usually asleep. So I can almost never raid into Ray. They're a good bean. Hi. You fucking yawn. You've done nothing but sleep all day. Why are you yawning, cat? Okay, get off my stickers. Get off my stickers. I may need these. I also may not, but I may need them. He does stream a bit early. Yeah. In fairness, he's like on the other side of the fucking planet, so kind of to be expected. Okay. I might not finish the weapons tonight. I might finish the weapons off stream just because I'm kind of sleepy. Maybe. Hang on, I still gotta finish the backpack. The backpack's not gonna take too long, I don't think. Then again, the weapon might not take too long either. I don't know though, it also looks fucking massive. And full of parts. Okay, I need A38738. C37 is what I need. I mean, this C7. What's this part? Okay. How do these fit? That goes into that. Okay. Oh, and then we just build those two bits. That's kind of a bit simplistic. I feel like my cats are trying to tell me something. Like I fed them. I think that chat, you guys have taught them some terrible behavior, which is the reason why I've put like giving the cats a treat thing on a 3-day cooldown. Because they just seem like to be expecting something now, and it's not healthy, and they never used to do it. I don't know why in the past couple of weeks you guys have been so on giving them treats, because you never used to before. What do you mean it has no cooldown? I put a 3-day. I went into the settings earlier on stream and put cooldown on it. Has someone not edited the settings? Yeah, it says that there's a 3-day cooldown. Huh. Okay, that should be fixed now. I already refunded Zero for it. Mostly because it was done at a really, like, awkward time. It's like, yeah. I might not have drank enough water today. I think that might be why I'm tired. Partly because I slept all morning. And I usually tend to be better at staying hydrated in the morning. Just a theory, though. But yeah. I'd feel terrible if my cat's ever developed fucking some kind of like illness, like diabetes or something, because I let chat feed them treats every fucking day. How does this fit? Or if they got fat. Because that also lowers their quality of life substantially. How is this meant to... do this way? Yeah, that is the way. I mean, I don't know. I'm just concerned. I just don't want them getting fat, because if cats get overweight, then they start having joint pains and live a life of absolute pain. And it's really bad for cats, because their joints aren't that strong. They're intentionally light creatures so that they can be agile. But you're like, a lot of people in chat are like, oh, cute cats, give them treats. Like, no. I'm the one that has to live with them. I get the vet bills, and it's my responsibility to take care of them. I am actually out of juice. I need to get more. I will hydrate after stream, because I'm going to end in a second. And also, I want to definitely train them out of this fucking behavior, because it's really annoying. Okay, And that goes like so. That's a pretty cool mech, honestly. Oh, okay, so the only thing left is the weapon. Which I'm not even going to build in the way that it says that it's going to. Because I want to kind of do the whole one wing thing. Okay, maybe I can finish the whole thing in the way I want today. You guys are actually just sniffing around for treats. You're just sniffing for treats, assuming that the things I have are treats. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink, and I am gonna finish this thing. And then I'm gonna assume I'm gonna come back with a treat. Hunter-gatherers. No, they're not hunter-gatherers. They would not survive a day in the wild. They would not. I'm not giving you treats, guys, but I'm not letting you have treats. Oh, I know. Still funny though. You are such a creature, Evie. I love you, but you are such a fucking creature. There's no treat here. God. He's such a dingus. I don't know how else to describe her, chat. She's just a fucking silly creature. Okay. So... yeah, this actually isn't too hard at all. Okay. Let me just build the little bits that I need to build. B. Yeah, no, I'm gonna finish this today because I know that if I don't, I might end up just getting caught up in life and not finishing it for ages. But it won't take long. This is basically finished as is. You've got all your fucking cat fur all over this thing now, Evie. Why are you like this? Not everything is edible, child. Okay. I don't know why I was doing that off stream. It's just a bad habit sometimes. Okay. Now I put the sticker on it. The sticker is very sturdy. Okay. Hi, Haru. Why are you meowing? B11 and C13. Oh, I need to do 2 of these. Damn. I just realized. Oh yeah, there are 2. There are duplicate parts. Okay. And I do exactly the same, but for the other ones. Okay. Okay. I put the sticker on wrong. There we go. Fixed. Okay. Oh. Let's not drop the thing. Okay. Nearly done. Oh, bugger. I don't know why I've taken this off already. It's not even ready to be built. I mean, it's not even ready to have the sticker on. Okay. Neat. $11 and $13. B11 and... I need to do this twice. Where did I put my clippies? I'm nearly done with that sprue. C13. C is here. There's two of them again. Okay. Okay. Nearly done. Okay. Now I need to C12 and A23. A23, and then the last thing on this frame is the sword. Well, the blade of the sword. Because I'm not letting it have traits. Fungi. Why must the ass be so... Lol. I'm so sorry, Honey Wyvern. I have no control over that, lol. It's the same on YouTube, in fairness. They always, like, hyper compress the audio on the ads to make them insanely loud. But yeah, Fungi, my cat is looking like she wants to murder because I think cat chat has gotten her addicted to treats and I'm not letting her have any treats. I've also put a 3-day cooldown on the give cats a treat thing. I'm not giving them a treat today. Because the stream is almost over and I don't want to have to get up and go to the other room and come back when the stream is almost over, you know? Okay, so we've got these bits. These aren't technically the bit I'm working on. No. I'm not letting her have treats. Chat. I trusted chat to give them treats. You know? And I shouldn't have. Now chat now the cats are addicted and it's my problem and my solution is putting a massive cooldown on it so that, you know, my cats become slightly less spoiled. And they can just fucking deal with it, innit? They get the chop. No. They can have treats when people redeem it tomorrow. They can have one treat. I don't want... Hey, Tex. I don't want cats getting fat. It's bad for them. It causes them pain if they get fat. Ah, why? It's true. Cats are literally not meant to be fat creatures. Their bodies have adapted to not have to deal with carrying excess weight. I can have a treat, yes. But I don't really want a treat right now. I'm very full. I probably ate too much. I baked a really nice pie, and I was like... I ate half of it thinking, oh, I'll save half of it for tomorrow. But then when I ate half of it, I was like... I'm not really full, but I'm kind of satisfied, but I'm kind of still hungry. So I ate the whole thing, and I think I ate too much pie. What? Okay, that's these sprues done. Cool. Let me tidy these bits up a bit. Man, I haven't had a burger in ages though, like an IRL burger. I should get burgers. So So this bit clicks on here. And this bit needs to be filed down. Okay. Which way does this go? Oh, that's kind of cool. That whole thing opens up. I don't know why it would open up, but that's cool. I like that. There's so many like moving parts when you're working on Gundams. Like they're genuinely like quite fantastically engineered. And everything is friction fit as well, which is kind of crazy. Like you can glue them. And if you're painting them, you probably should, but like it's click, damn you. Okay. Okay. So, what I want to do, there's one very specific way I want to build this. Which is to do is it all part D? But which part is this? It's on the B sprue. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, that's what that bit is for. I am perceiving. So we open that out, and that goes like so. Then what we're doing is we're going to build on the other side. So what I need is... Which one is F? F is 18. These are quite small bits. I'm just going to pop out. Cool. Let's just go in here. And here. And I take B. And then that adds in like so. And then I need D, which one is D? I'm assuming since it says that that's 18, that means that D is 17. Okay. Cool. And because that can go over like so to create a shield, and then you rotate this. Rotate. God damn it. Do I have to get some pliers to make this work? Because it is quite a tight fit. Fuck! Okay, I did it. I did it. I did the thing. Behold, the finished Gundam. Pretty happy with how that turned out, honestly. That was a surprisingly easy build. It looks very cool as well. There are like a bunch of alternative ways you can assemble like the blade bits. But I like this. This actually uses every single part on the component on the thing. So I'd rather just not. I'd rather just keep this way. But it's pretty cool, and it's posable. And I feel like it would like some panel lining. I feel like it would like some panel lining. But all these kits like panel lining. But panel lining is a pain in the ass, so... Actually, it's not. Not if you use oils. But yeah, I might varnish this and then give it a nice black oil wash and then like stipple on some fluorescent pinks on top of the stickers and stuff just to add a bit more glow and OSL to it. But it's very cool. It's very cool. Like, this is one of my favorite Gundam designs. It's simple. It's relatively simple for a Gundam, but it has like lots of cool little features. And it's like, it doesn't do too much, you know? It's just very cool. And it's very simple. I really like the Schwarzette. It's a shame its pilot is such a little dickhead, though. But, like... if it weren't for that... this probably would have been a really great, good enough design to be a feature mech. For something. It does have villain vibes, though. I can admit that. I can admit that. Yeah, let's find someone to raid. And then I'm gonna go to bed, I think. I think I was just a bit dehydrated, in all honesty. because, like, after getting that extra drink, I'm starting to feel a bit more alert now. But I have work in the morning, so I have to be a sensible creature. I might not go to bed straight away, but I will go to bed somewhat relatively soon after I finish streaming. Yeah. You have a recommendation? Hell yeah. I always take recommendations. Is your recommendation NPC, Lee? Lol. Psychic Refugee? Never heard of them. I will take a look. I will take a look. But I know you, Metal. You tend to follow people of relative quality. And they've not been online for very long either, which is great. That's cool. Honestly, I think it's better to raid people that haven't been on for a few hours already. Mostly because, like, what if they end stream, you know? What if they end stream? And, you know, they end stream and then we just raid and then they end stream like 10 minutes after. That always feels like such an awkward raid, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be playing more Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. I don't know if or when I'll get some paint on this. I might varnish it to, like, I might varnish it before bed and maybe quickly do an oil wash tomorrow night after work, before stream. Because that wouldn't take very long. But yeah. I love you all. Be good. Get yourself a little treat. And I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Mwah. Mwah.